I played with a knife. So my thumb, it's it's broken. I cut my finger right from here and onto the nail. Very unpleasant. I have only prepared the canvas, nothing else, because I got a bit distracted, bleeding. So, oops. I don't have the tripod thingy, so I need to hold you like as if you were a child. But nonetheless, I have no idea what to paint. But there's a cat. I can't zoom with my thumb. Where's the cat? There's the cat. It's my neighbor's cat. Very, very nice and cuddly. She gets all the cuddles. I think it's a girl. I'm not quite sure of its gender, but it's called Lucy, so I think it's a woman. Yeah. Precisely. My thumb aches. And I'll show you exactly what I was doing as to conduct this injury. And it's sort of painful. I can feel the blood pumping out of my skin. Not the most pleasant thing, but nonetheless, I'll survive. And here's a better cat. Look at this. Fuck. This is peak cat. And I need the remote, so in case it dies, I mean the TV, where I usually put the nice music on. And then I need to put you guys on a tripod on this thingy. And there's my soda. I thought also I got this because I wanted to paint my nails, and that don't really work if one of my nails are indisposed. This one's empty. Now, I will zoom you in, perhaps. Like so. I mean, it's crooked, but it works. And I will just update this. And there we are. Amazing. I'm gonna put on a thingy so you don't see my shoulders. Because you can't be too careful these days. I'ma tell Discord that I am existing on the internet today. I don't know how to write existing, so I will say I am live. Now, YouTube. I've painted this a sort of golden light brown. It sort of matches my paleness. Now, you may ask yourself, oh, what did you do? I was trying to remove all these lumps of paint, you see. And then, I started quite nicely cutting off all this. And then somewhere around here, I snapped my finger, essentially, because this is wood. I can't peel this off as... Fuck. as nice and well as I'm capable of peeling this shit off. Which was a bad, like, it wasn't the most best buy. No. All these ads. Fuck. I can't use my thumb because it brings me pain. I don't know. Turn it down to about there. Amazing. Now, I should probably switch the water. And I'm not filling it up as much because I just spilled with it. So not a lot of water means less of a spill. So let me just do this. And this is the weapon that caused me pain, and I will put that away. Now, don't know what to paint. So I'm painting something. I use that one, but I really enjoy this, which is like, it's really nice. I painted once on glass, but I had the motif as like I wasn't that good at it, to say it mildly. So, but I really liked the outcome, and that, you know, the differentiating colors, because, you know, I didn't quite know how to do it, but either way, maybe I can make big rose bushes, a small little bench, a blue sky, and a cat. Quite simple, I know. Will I be able to do that? Possibly. Am I capable of such performances? Most likely not. But I want red sky, actually. So I can use this red nonetheless. And then I can pop it into like this point right here, or everywhere, because it farted. I need a pencil. I do want a white-ish. Oh, I mean, this one's hard. This one's old. I don't think there's more yellow in this. Or it's just the top that has been dried up. Yeah, I think I saved this. I mean, I didn't save my finger, but that happens. Hello, ma'am. How has your day been? It was fun until I played with a knife and then cut off, like, from here and on to on top of the nail, and it really sucked, because I wanted to paint my nails, and it wouldn't work if I wouldn't be able to also paint this last nail. So I am it didn't hurt. I mean, it happened too fast. So, but it's hard squeezing out paint with one hand. uh, because putting pressure on here gives me pain. But other than that, it's been quite nice. I can't lie about that. It went fantastic until, you know, faith, destiny. Now, I want this a bit watered down, a bit nice and flowy. Now, I think possibly I'm a bit confused, but let's have this red right in the middle. Like so. Like so. Let's put in some more water and take this yellow, which is now a bit orange, and let's have this on top of here to my best abilities. Now let me have a bit more water, put all that shit on there, fill in all of this right here, and try to fill the whole thing. Like so, and that would be a nice sunset, sort of. Very fiery-ish. It looks like it's burning, and I like it. I think that looks okay. Orange sky, I like it. I also like it as well. It feels a lot more golden. I need some sort of green for the front of this, wherever the green is. But I think possibly I should have a bit more of the sky before I dwell on the foreground. If it's light, then forest should be dark. Oh, don't you think? Definitely. I would need the foreground to be kind of dark. But then have like pieces that show that's like in the perspective wise, behind them the light should come from. This looks okay. I will have to remove the harsh edges here, sort of, so it's a bit more blendable. Like so. That looks amazing. Not gonna lie. I am a bit of a professional, as they might say. Now, I need a dark green. You are completely right. Wherever. There it is. Oh my. Like so. And then I want a bit brown in it, so it is matching, because orange is a weird brown, sort of. So that could make the tone fit a bit better. A little dot of that, and then have a lot of water in it. And then filling this in. Now, I don't want there to be like a line, because if it doesn't add much in those senses. So I want the like edges to sort of bow down, sort of a bit like this, and then ish, sort of the same on this side, but a bit differentiating, because so it's not the same. They shouldn't be sort of quite in the middle, because that doesn't occur naturally. I mean, you can like get it sort of, but not quite. Like a bit like that. That looks amazing. Now I will have a bit more water in it, so I can fill in these parts as well with this nice color of greenish brown. So, sort of. That makes sense. Right. Now, I am a bit perplexed, of course, but I do want some purple skies actually, because it looks like fire, not going to lie. So maybe purple clouds would look fantastic. And I will dry this out and have a smaller pencil. Possibly that one's hard. This one, it's a bit straight. This one's a bit more fluff. Now, hello Shake with Dominant. Shake, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. It might be my fault for not being live in a while, but I was live yesterday and you should have come. But I am making sky. I am making colors. I am making life. So I want sort of, I need to get a bit of this orange color in with the purple as well, making a nice maroon-ish color. Yeah, I missed your face. Thank you. I missed having a finger that wasn't cut as well, but we can't all get what we want. Clouds. How should the clouds form itself? Maybe. I don't want them to be like downward as well, so maybe they can come out in a round-ish way. So let me have a nice little cloud here, 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 extending outwards a bit. And then I need to fix that one. And cloud, bit bigger cloud right here, extending out and being massive, and it can be also a big one right over here. Like, sort of like that. That looks a bit dumb because it's not as straight as the other ones, and then it's not as weirdly shaped as well. So I can do like that, and I can add more purple, a bit more water, a bit more purple, and a bit more red. And then go over these dots like a bit sort of like that. This looks nice. So far so good. Like, I don't want, it's a bit dry there. And I don't want like the sky to show in the back of them, but it's a bit hard when the paint is sort of wet. And the paint I go over with is even wetter. How do you paint something so orange yet so bright? It's just one of my many talents. Painting. Yes. I'm just a natural. It's just my face, I would assume. It's just one of my many talents. But I think I need to have a bit lighter green, or a bit more green. At least a bit in front of here, because it's a bit shallow. Not like me, I'm very I'm very deep, of course. I go like at least 10 meter, and that's not shallow. That is like, yeah, you could swim there, but you wouldn't want to do that much else. Maybe fish. That's cool. Shout out to women that fish, I mean. But yeah, let's fill this in with this green. And in the want to fill it in more with paint, I am now dragging away absolutely everything. Maybe it needs to dry more, but it's so fun making coloring colors on top of colors. I can't help myself. And being a bit abstract, you know, I usually don't let loose like this on the canvas. So I think I should not only do it more, but not have this possibility. So you're good for fishing. Good to know. I've fished once in my entire lifetime, and I don't remember anything about fishing, but if I had the chance, I would fish yet again. So, don't know where else to put the contents of this. I wanted initially I wanted a rose bush with a cat, and it seems a bit epic at this moment, like sort of the end of the world vibe, but I fished less than one time in my life, so you've never fished. Good to know. It means I'm more experienced than you. And that's fun. Now, I think that if I put this green and this green, and I have all of this green, right? Inside here. Like, sort of like that. And then I take a bit purple and then mix the green with the purple. And that would make a more shadowy green, or just another type of purple. And I can squeeze this in to here if you want to, without dragging up absolutely everything. And I will have it sort of in the lower side of this, and sort of have it kind of extend on top, but leaving most of the darkness on like the underside of it. Sort of like that. That makes sense. That looks good. Somehow. Now I want a bit more reddish purple into the clouds. And I want it to be a bit light. And not as, you know, a dark. But I think I just made it darker. So I will put it on top of the clouds. And sort of roll them in somehow to my best ability. kind of. And then all on top of these clouds. Like so. That makes sense. But I feel like this one should extend a bit further into the back there, as well as that. That looks good. You are certifiably pog. I just want you and your cat to know that. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think that's the best compliment I've ever had. Thank you. I will never forget that. I will write it into my job applications. You know, old people will think like, oh, what does that stand for? Search it up. Or maybe not, and just think that I'm professional at something. Which is fun. Anyway. I need to drag away a bit of this paint. Sort of. Let me just do it there. And then I can have the underside of the clouds a bit brighter. Like so. And then, you know, repeating this onto every single one of them. Of course. All over. No cloud is missed. Or I mean left out of this opportunity and this step in the process. I said, wow, mist coming out and atmosphere becomes more mischievous and thunder is flowing down on every single church just because it's fun. Amazing. Now, I don't know what to do now, but maybe I should have a bit more purple-ish red. A bit more purple-ish red. And then mix it with the whatever's left of the green. And then have it on the downside of that again. Adding a bit more depth. And then on the other side. But the canvas is quite wet now, so I think I would have to like let it sit, let it chill. So I don't just rip up everything I have worked so hard for, but I want this to be a bit less shallow. I mean, it is okay with like small lines that is like ripped up, but I don't want the majority of it to be shallow. Yellow and blue, which I usually don't have. Let me just, I have a dark blue color actually. That will make for a lovely dark green, of course. Yes, this is a nice dark green color. And let me just pop it into the painting all over. Sort of like. And I'm trying to remove all the shallow points so it is covered in paint. That looks better, I think. Possibly, perhaps. I'm not complaining at least, but I feel like it's very straight here, and personally we don't want straightness. So I will add a bit of a top here. Sort of like that would work pretty damn well if I have to say so myself. And then I will fill in these small little shallow spots that are left. They're kind of hard to see. Yeah, that helped with at least being able to see the small little points. I mean, I don't know how. Yeah, you can still see. Lucky you, being able to view what I am doing. That's not everybody is able to see what I am doing. Lucky you. Like that. Now, my original idea, the first thought that came into my mind was a cat. But all of this does not look like a bush. It looks like a smoke. Like, my stream froze. All of this looks like fire. The sky looks like fire. This feels scary, or like scary from a distance. Like, it doesn't concern you, but you feel kind of fuck. Why is that happening? I mean, looks primordial dark. Just kidding, it's spooky. Sort of, but when it's dry, I want to make an indication of a city, and I want to make it burn, essentially, because it's fun. But I feel like I should make the smoke sort of a bit more distinguishable. So I'm going to have this red. That's pink. Thank you. Now, I don't want it to be pink. I just want a bit of a lighter version of this, which means I also need a bit green in there. Just a bit. And then I also need all the purple I can have. And a bit of this red. And this will sort of come in here. Not quite sure if it is working, my envision, but it'll be fun to figure it out together, like family activities, sort of like so. And then all the way across. I've never painted smoke in my entire life, so this will be fun, of course. It will be exciting, nuanced, and innovating, as I am always capable of being. Just fill in a bit of these spots, and I feel like it needs some time to dry, and I am just trying to find all the places that I've missed with this a bit lighter purple, and I'm trying to mix in every last square inch so it is a bit fully, and it is contempt with itself to all the tops. I almost tipped the glass. But now let's do the fun stuff where your eyes are bluish, greenish brown, like the Bo Burnham song, imitating all these romantic songs. Nani, what's the fun stuff? Should I be scared? It's just walking to the terrace. It's being out in the sun. That's my idea of fun. Because I am working on getting freckles. And I don't have any clean socks. So I am bare feet, and I am scared that you might see them. Don't negotiate with terrace. You need to, well, you don't negotiate with inanimate objects, so you would be negotiating with the guy having to make the terrace. So technically you're correct. Freckles pie, thank you. It is, they're coming slow, they're not very fast, I might say. It's They don't really show, but and I have this thing in at least like getting color on my skin from the big ball of fire. Uh, my skin usually just becomes red, and then it becomes like weird pale brown only, and it doesn't really do anything. So yeah, that sucks. But at least I enjoy myself out here, and along with all the ants that are crawling over here. I don't know if there's as many ants on the other terraces, but I hope so. Luckily, these ants aren't bothering. They're not aggressive. They're just tiny and inconspicuous and bit weird. So yeah, I did I tell you that I cut my thumb? I I played with a knife, so it's my fault, but I am blaming society for giving me a knife. So it's not really a knife either, it's a tapestry one, and I wanted to remove the paint from my like flat easel thingy. It didn't work. I saw the bandage. Yeah, ouch. It cut like this nip on my finger and then across my nail, and I do believe it like destroyed my nail. And hopefully I don't lose the nail. I mean, once I did bite my fingernails when I was young until I started bleeding for a different reason, and then the nail was like short, it was broken off, so I bit off all the other nails to match the one that was bleeding and broken off for another reason. And I went up to my sister and I asked her for a bandage, and she said, no, you're not getting a bandage when you're eating on your fingers. It's your fault. And it's like, no, I mean the other ones are, but not the one that is actually bleeding. And then I just stopped biting them at all, probably out of shame. If you want to, I can eat your thumb so you don't have to explain it. No thank you, but I'm afraid that the cut, right, it will like make the nail, the white part of the nail, go all the way down to there, and that's not something I want. So I really pray that it grows and just moves itself upwards, so I don't have a like really small nail on top of that. Because if I get gel nails, the nail person would like, what the fuck happened? And like, really seriously? And I don't want that. I don't want the judgment. But anyway, let's make a town on fire. Let's walk inside again. That's what I wanted to say. Let's make hay with the sun's up. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Ow. Hay is horse food. Um, I think the farmers are doing that already. And it does take a while. And I'm not a farmer. I'm sorry. Let's make small indications of buildings and then we'll set them on fire. And I can do that in red, perhaps. Just peeking out from here. A bit of a doomsday, as once people are calling it that at least. And I don't want them to be like the same heights, all of them, because that don't make sense if they're burning down. And I think this is going well. I have never painted fire, so that'll be fun. And then I'll have to perhaps I can push the foreground a bit down so it looks a bit not so weird and it's not that dominant in the painting. Like so, sort of. It's a bit much color on this side, so I need to fill it in with a bit more color here. Or at least the dominant pink color. So, amazing. I'm not a horse. I wouldn't. Why would you ask me if I wanted to make that? But I need to make fire. However, that is possible. So let me have this red. Maybe I can have some blue in there, but I also need some orange. And I also need some yellow. And some yellow. And the yellow can go in here. And let me just start with having this red sort of going in some directions up here and throughout the whole thingy. is looking quite fancy. I do like the doomsday vibe. Maybe it's just a pyromaniac inside of me. Sort of like this. That works. And then I will go in with the orange on top of that and extend it on top. Here, quite simple flames. Not much variety. It does look very flat, but I don't know. Since it is the first time I'm making flames, I do allow myself that because I need to at least know a bit better how to make flames before I can make them three-dimensional and like you know, a bit more flamey. And I will extend it a lot more upwards, so it is like flying, sort of. That looks sort of nice. I need to make these ones a bit taller. Like that. And then I can go over with the yellow. If it wants to be yellow, that is. And then I can pop that on top of most of these. And then from these yellow ones, I would want to have the smoke a bit more prevalent. I don't know how to do that, but I probably will just use the purple and smoke, making smoke out of that. Like that. This looks like fire. And then I can have this white, and then I can have all this purple. or as much as this purple as it wants to give me. And I should have done that with a smaller brush. Then I will have this smaller brush. And I will push this on top of here. And a smoky way. Now I will fill in all these spaces, and I will sort of make it a bit messy. That's a bit darker actually. Should probably extend all the smoke a bit on top of the thingies, but I can do that a bit better in momentarily. Yeah, and I need to fill in a lot of this space. I think I should have the smoke be a bit orange-ish red to have it a bit darker and a bit more toned down. I'll make this the color that is extending upwards as well, up towards heaven, if you believe in all that. And I will fill in most of these spaces. Like so. All the way here as well. And let me have a bit more of this. Yeah, this looks doomsday enough. At least as much as I'm capable. Now, don't know what to do next. But I do believe I need something here to make it make sense. Sort of, but I can sort of fill in these scribbles on top of here in this orangish color. And the sound went off. That looks evil. Now, don't know what to do next. Maybe I can have some gray-ish purple, and I can make some bigger ruins of a city like it has already. The flames have captured most of this here, and then it is going further back. Yeah, that could make sense. And then I would need all of this white. It's a bit too purple. I need it to be a bit muddier. So I will add orange, and I will add yellow, and I will add the purple, and I will have a muddier color. Essentially brown, but you know. It has the tones of the painting. So, how do I make ruins? I don't know. But I can probably try and have small parts, sort of like a bit small squares on furthest away from like here. And I can do that, you know. All the parts in between here. And then I can have a bit grayer color and move this forward. How do I make it grayer? That's a good question. Add black or add more white. More white, but now it looks red. Yeah, that's probably fine for now. Let me add these. This was probably way too bright. But let me add these in between here, a bit underneath as well, and a bit down, for depth. That's what they call it. Sort of like that. And more purple, more orange, more orange and purple. Maybe some green. And then that would be the exact same. So I will have a lot more green in this, and I will fill in all of this, sort of emphasizing all these small spaces in between these things, and I will sort of encapsulate everything of this. And then I will try make a bigger, a bit more clear ruin. Like so. Like that. That's okay. Let me add a lot more green. And a bit more purple into this. And then I can have this sort of wall here that is bent and broken. And let me fill that into the edge. And then let me have a bit more like crushed down. And then I will have a sort of same shape on this side. And fill that in. Like so. And then have it a bit more reddish. And then have this sort of wall going here and down, and then behind that probably, and then let me have a little spot for a window. And then on this side here as well. And then another sort of indication as to a window. A small little gap. And then I want it to be a bit more yellow. And then I can have this one in between here, also with a couple of windows actually. And then I can make fill in a bit of these dark spots. That isn't quite filled in. And then I can have a bit white and sort of frame these things into a bit better degree. Oskar, ikke lek med ispinnene mine. This kind of, and then we have another window on these sides, a bit bigger than you know, to my best ability. Let me add in some other indications as to windows as well, so you get a bit clearer indication that, oh, it's windows, it's houses, it's not just rocks. I mean, it's a very messy painting. I don't know how much more details I'm capable of making. But look at this. Doomsday. Isn't this exactly what you would envision? I like it a lot. I don't know what else to put in. Maybe I can put in a very darked out sun. That's probably an idea. So that means I would need black or maybe blue and purple. Like this. Now I need to see if that worked. I mean, now I don't show, but like this, perhaps. Or I can scoot over here, and then I can pretend to know what I'm doing a bit better. But I want this blue to be this blue, I mean this purple. It's blue currently, but I want it to be a bit messy or like annoyed. I perhaps. Yeah. Now let me just make a perfect circle right in between here. That's as perfect as I possibly can make it. It's a very nice circle. Not going to lie. And now for as a detail, I need small brush. There it is. And then I need only white. I mean, it's a bit pinkish, but I think that would go okay. And I need it to circle around this sphere, this circle that I've made. As if the sun is dying. Sort of, kind of, I am. Kind of like that. Amazing. How's that for death and destruction? I like it a lot. Personally, I don't know what more to add, so maybe I should just step away, think real hard. There's my lighter, and I can go downstairs, find a new pack of cigarettes, and then I can I mean, I didn't need to turn on the lights. I didn't need to zoom this in. Sort of odd behavior, but it needs to be done. You know, I've never finished a painting in an hour. So, I mean, I need to think of something else to put it in. Or maybe I'm just getting too good. And maybe, perhaps, we can make like another painting, perhaps. Oops. Perhaps. Don't know. It depends. Come up with a good idea to have as like details for the painting. I need your assistance. If you were to see a painting of ruins of houses, and further on, fire, smoke, red sky, very doomsday vibes, what is small details you would want to see? It's not a request, I'm begging you. I mean, maybe, perhaps, I can have scavengers. Possibly. Don't know how. Well, that would turn out, so maybe not. Maybe birds, but I don't believe birds would be that close to things. Um, um, you're not helping at all. But no, I really don't know. Maybe I can have a bit more indication, a bit more building details on the further back thingies. That could be an idea. Maybe I can put in some gold. Don't know if that would be fitting if I had silver, perhaps, but don't have silver. I mean, if you don't come up with ideas, I will just end the stream. And would you like me to end the stream? I don't think so. So, come up with something that would make sense. Preferably, please. I mean, this thingy that the TikTokers usually do. Or is that not cool anymore? Don't know. But um it's nice and quiet out here with a blinding sun. Question marks. No, I don't think I know anything else to put in the painting. Because maybe details like small fine details is a bit too fine for the messiness of the painting. Question marks. Multiple of them. Infinite of them. But since I don't come, since my brain's empty, I hope you have enjoyed this 1.5 hour of content, and I hope to have more content tomorrow, perhaps, possibly. But until then, I hope you have enjoyed the stream, and I hope to see you tomorrow as well. And I hope you eat candy and are happy about your life until tomorrow. So I will see you then. Goodbye.